Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all Tibetians all over the world. Good evening, all Tibetians all over the world, because it's 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time today, Tuesday, the 3rd of July 2018. And I'm happy to be here again on another live broadcast today, 3rd of July 2018. I still remain my humble self, Taufik Adeniyi Ayinla, a Tibetian from Nigeria, Oyo State to be precise. I welcome you all to today's live broadcast, and I'm happy to be here again to do another live broadcast. I want to appreciate all Tibetians that are actually broadcasting. We appreciate your effort. Your effort is actually not cannot go unnoticed, because it is worthy of recommendation. I am very delighted to be here, and I'm happy to come up with another broadcast today, which of course is just an update from the TBC blog. I want to actually do a recap of updates from TBC blog in the last 1 week. Yesterday, I did a broadcast on I did a broadcast, and I was actually warning some Tibetians who are bent on maybe knowing when who are bent on selling their TBC for fiat currency, who are bent on actually cashing out their TBC for fiat currency. That is why I actually relate the story of a farmer who sold his farmland with the intention of maybe using the money to look for diamond in the continent of Africa, of which he was not able to get, and that is what led to his death, not knowing that the farmland that he left and sold was actually full of they are actually acres full of diamonds. That is penny wise, pen foolish. That is the story that I related yesterday, and I'm sure that if you have not watched that live broadcast, you can actually subscribe to my channel and watch that live broadcast. I actually titled it "Stop Leaving Your Gold Mine to Look for Gold Elsewhere." Ephesians the one. That is the title of that live broadcast of yesterday. I said I'm happy to be here today again for another live broadcast, of which I actually want to do what I call a recap of CBC blog updates in the last 1 week. So I have to share my screen so that we can go into the blog, so that I can read the blog. Let me go into the blog, and I'll read what we have in the blog. Yeah, the first blog that I want to read was released and posted on June 23rd, 2018, and that is when admin was actually asking, "Do you really want a cash out button?" That is the big question that admin was asking. So, for this blog was actually done by the Billion Pound Revolution. That's the Billion Pound Revolution. It was a live broadcast that was done by the Billion Pound Revolution. That's what they have been put in that blog. I will read the blog so that we can actually understand what the question is all about. Said the major reason why the elite have been able to successfully enslave all of humanity is because of our hunger for instant gratification in everything we do. The elite has been able to identify a weak point in humanity, and that is what they call hunger for instant gratification, and that is where they have been able to successfully enslave the woman. So we want results and reward now, 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 and we do not care about the cost of getting it. Everything we do, we want results now, 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 now. So that is, we are too much in a hurry to get results. We are always too much in a haste to actually achieve, to get something out of a particular thing. So that we are always in a hurry. That's what the elite has actually studied in humanity. The elite realize this weakness and capitalize on it, which has brought us to where we are today. Bitcoin was meant to solve the issues with the financial system, but they quickly created exchanges to feed our need for instant gratification. Now the coin market is a circus and a gambler's playground. The consequence of always craving instant gratification is forfeiture of our freedom, and that is what has been the problem that we are facing, because we have actually sold our birthright. We have forfeited our future because of our instant request for gratification, instant requirement of gratification. The elite operates in a very different format from everyone else because they know the consequence of always seeking instant gratification. Yes, the elite knows the consequence of always looking for it, and the consequence is what they have just been mentioned above. That is forfeiture of whoever is of freedom for whoever is in their need for instant gratification. The elite prefer to play the waiting game, and they are like taking their time to accomplish their goal. They can plan and wait for 100 years to accomplish their goal, and this strategy has worked perfectly for them for countless decades. They can wait for as long as their plan is still working to achieve their aim, and that is what they have been doing, and that is what is working for them, and that is what we have failed to realize. That is what we have failed to do, and that is why the elite is actually putting us in that condition that we are. So why can't we not also play them at their own game and learn how to use time and patience to accomplish our own goal? Why? That is the big question. Why can't we also play the elite to accomplish our goal? That is the big question. Because what we are actually looking at is we have to cashing out, cashing out, cashing out. The need support to create. Another one that I want to talk about is the fact that this was actually a video that was done by the friendly marketer, that is David Jones. It was actually no, it was actually a video 500. Okay, the billion broadcaster, what the real deal with cookies reward. So we need 1 million broadcasters in order to defeat the elite in the coming info war regarding what TBC. This blog actually made us realize the fact that definitely we are going into a kind of info war, that information war regarding the TBC. And so what we need, we have to that means we have to prepare for that challenge. We have to prepare for what we anticipate will definitely happen, and that is the more reason why we need a lot of voices. We need a lot of voices to actually come out. That is the only reason why we can win or defeat the elite. So we need 1 million, more than even 1 million broadcasters. That's what the blog is actually saying. Because if we want to defeat the elite, then we need more than 1 million broadcasters to actually do that. So this is another one that I want to actually talk about. Rethinking the nature of money. And this blog is where the admin has actually comparing the fiat currencies with the cryptocurrency, the TBC. This is the blog where the admin is actually comparing fiat currency. They are putting up the two together, and they are comparing the fiat currency with cryptocurrency, with TBC or cryptocurrency, and that's what we have in this blog. Have you noticed the whole world is rethinking the nature of money? What type of money do you want? There are two types of money. money created by banks and controlled by government, that is the fiat currency. Then there are another one, money of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people. That's the second one. So which of these one do you want? That is the big question. There are characteristics that are related to each of the money that I've just mentioned now. So for the money created by banks and controlled by government, they are designed to enslave humanity. That is the characteristic. Money created by banks and controlled by government are designed to enslave humanity. For money of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people is designed to free humanity. While one is designed to enslave, the other one is designed to free humanity. Which one would you now prefer? Another characteristic of the money created by banks is thousands of years of proof that corruption takes over its use. It has been confirmed a long time ago that corruption takes use when it comes to at a very long time. Currently, at a later time, corruption takes over that money that is created by bank and controlled by because it's actually a government. So the other one is the second money, which is the money of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of, is actually inhibit for corruption because it is the money that is managed by people, money of the people managed by trustworthy, so it inhibits corruption. It does not allow for corruption. The another characteristic of money created by banks is built on the principle of what? Scarcity. It is built on the principle of scarcity, while the other one is built on the principle of what? Abundance. Which one would you now choose? That is the big question. Another one is the money created by banks, uh, by employing banks and managed by controlled by government lacks transparency, while the other one, that money of the people, is very transparent. The money created by banks also is a source of perpetual poverty of the masses. Hmm. These are the, so the other one is created. The characteristic of the other one is that we end global poverty. That is the target. That is the aim. That is the mission of TBC. Then another characteristic of money created by banks and controlled by government enabled rules by force. Everything is actually being forced on people to agree. The other one is not used as a form of rule to people. That's the money of the people managed by trustworthy people. So the other one, so another characteristic of that money created by banks is very expensive, very expensive. While the other one is what? Very economical. Then the other characteristic we have is tendency towards slowing moving circulation. The other one is that for the money of the people, promote fast moving circulation. That is what is happening in the CBC community presently. The system are too complicated for average people to understand. The monetary system in the money created by bank and controlled by government is actually too complicated for average people to understand. While the other one, money of the people, the system is so simple for average people to understand. We can all see the difference between the two types of money. So which one would you now prefer? Is it the one that is created to enslave humanity or the one that is created to free humanity? Is it the one that is created or built on the principle of scarcity or the one that is built on the principle of abundance? Is it the one that is transparent or the one that lacks transparency? We all can actually take a decision on that. We all know what we want and we know how we want. So which of these money are you interested in? Yes. Another one is steps to start fast start in the TBC community. Yes, step to fast start in TBC community. This is where the admin is giving step by step procedure or processes to actually to earn a great way to earn an uncapped amount of additional income. Cash that is the fast start cash income analysis. The first one is to receive the gift. The first thing is for somebody to introduce you to the gift and you receive the gift. Then you receiving the gift is the first thing. Then complete the single card profile. Give your detail by giving your detail by putting in your details in that one. Then pass the send button test pay the $10 admin fee, set up a new wallet, set up a YouTube broadcast, then schedule a 30-minute broadcast inside Roducast back office. Those are the step-by-step procedure to earning more income. Do your broadcast, then purchase $100 of Ringwood, then complete the transaction verification on the buyer side in the Ringwood back office. Then have the sellers approve your transaction on the seller side in the Ringo back office. Then select a broadcaster and become their partner. You select a broadcaster and become their what? Their partner. Another one is sign up everyone in your household and help them to receive the gift, even babies. You can, after you have completed your own, you have become a partner with a broadcaster, you sign on everyone in your household and help them to receive the gift. That means you have to repeat the same process that you have done for every member of your household. If each member of your household to complete the step they put, yes, they receive a 50% commission on each members of your household from your partner. When you purchase, when you purchase on behalf of your household members, you have a commission of 50% from your partner, from your broadcasting partner that you have selected. That means every purchase that you do for $100 gives you a 50% commission. Make a list of 10 closest people to you in your life outside your household. Then you have to make a list of the 10 closest people to you outside those of your household. Then the next thing is for you to invite all the 10 of them to receive the gift and then complete the step above. Start 50 new chat sessions on Facebook using GIF icebreaker. Show interest in each of these Facebook friends that respond to your icebreaker. Once chat dialogue is showing open friendliness, invite them to receive the gift. Help those that receive the gift to complete the step above. Work your broadcast list inside of single cast back office. Then what the next thing is you study the blog daily. These are step-by-step procedure, step-by-step processes of actually fast track cash, fast start cash income for each and everyone that is joining the community. If you can at least adhere to this step-by-step processes, you are sure of actually having getting fast cash income from the TBC community, especially when you purchase, when you encourage your people to purchase at least $100 worth of TBC from your partner and you get a commission of 50%. Another one that is actually close to the one I've just read is the updated prospecting script. How do you do your prospect? How do you approach the prospect? In the last blog that I read, admin is actually saying you should get at least 50 contacts that you want to relate with on Facebook, that you want to introduce the TBC coin to on Facebook. So when you now get them, how do you do your prospecting? The script for the people closest to you. That's one. This one is for those that are actually close to you, apart from those of your household. The one that admin says you get 10 of other members that are closer to you, apart from that of your household. So you have to get. So what is, these are what are stated what should actually transpire between you and that person, and how you send the gift and explain details about TBC to the new person that you are actually prospecting. What you do is, okay, hey, I got a gift and I want to pass the gift to you too. So that one you say, okay, what is it? Then some smartphone money, let me know as soon as you collect yours from here. You send your Ringo back office referral link to that person. That person will click on it and go through the normal process and to register. They say, yes, I mean, saying the biggest mistake most people make is trying to oversell their closest friends and family. Less is more, as the saying goes. Wait for them to see the gift and to rather blow them away as too good to be true, or they will get very excited about it. In that case, that is the right time to share your excitement about TBC, not before they see the gift. TBC has been around for over 2 years and we have over 3 million members. This is the excitement that you have to share about TBC, but not immediately you start chatting with it. You have to let the person get the gift first. Let him see the gift. Let him appreciate the value of the gift. Let him know the worth of the gift. Then you now start introducing TBC. You now start giving, share your excitement about TBC, where you have started, where you are, and how it is faring now. The offer may seem to be too good to be true to enforcement, but we have credible evidence that TBC is there to stay and it's real money. The cookies you give out now will get converted into Ringo coin in November and will be spendable then. That's what you have to tell them. Hence, click your contact on Facebook. So the 50 members that you are actually trying to contact on Facebook, these are the streets. You send an icebreaker, definitely read by those streets. This is an icebreaker. Show real interest in Facebook when they respond to VIF by going to their Facebook group. So what you do is to first of all create a kind of familiarity with that person. Immediately that person accepted your friend request, what you do is to actually go to his Facebook page and like some of those things that he was actually posting, or some of the chat that he was actually interested is actually interested in. You will like that, you will be passing a very positive comment on them. So as soon as you are passing, that person will be responding back to you. You are creating a relationship. So you first of all create a cordial and a peaceful atmosphere or relationship with that person on Facebook, and so that that person responds to your chat, and you have to do a positive comment on everything that that person before you start it to that's a common mistake by lazy marketers. Okay, let me just read. Keep it in mind that it is counterproductive to have a lot of TVC posts on your personal wall, because your friend will see that and jump to conclusion about it, usually in a negative way. If a personal Facebook worry about you as a person, not about money making stuff, which will kill your credibility online. That's a common mistake by a lazy. So what I mean is saying here is you should post less of your money making stuff on Facebook so that people will not be seeing so much of that on your Facebook and now trying to take you for another thing or somebody that is just interested in money. So when you now start, you got a gift to you, I want to pass a gift to you. Okay, what is this? Some smartphone money. You have 3 minutes to grab the gift now. Now collect yours from here. Send your green book and say, yes, let me take a look. So that's how the chat will go. Till when that person will now you you will accept the gift, do all the necessary things, and the cookie told your place of how many coins you will get in November distribution period. And because are trading with participating merchants, okay. So these are just what the admin has actually given us exactly what we are to discuss and actually pass across in your perspective, both for your immediate sense and the other Facebook beauty perspective. So this is just it. So if you want to see, if you need to go and read this and master this very well for you to be able to prospect adequately on Facebook or other social media. So another one that I want to talk about today is yes, the one I want to talk about again. What I want to talk about again on this blog is yes, is this. Broadcaster must view send button meeting in order to collect broadcasting cookies reward. That one actually happened to me yesterday because I actually when I attended the send button meeting and I attended the send button meeting and after the send button meeting and I put in my keyword, I was actually given 5,000 cookies. But and I as a broadcaster, I know that I am actually entitled to 5 million cookies, but because I have not done my broadcast, And that's so what admin is saying there is for a broadcaster you must view send button meeting in order to collect broadcasting cookies reward. For you to actually collect broadcasting cookies reward, you must view send button, you must attend send button meeting or view send button meeting. I will read this, I will read. Let me read what the admin has actually put in there. So that to just it's just to remind us of what you need to do. To bridge the go to the bridge to go from a basic member to a broadcaster member requires two things any given week. You must complete a broadcast and receive admin approval of it. And you must either attend or view a rebroadcast of the weekly send button meeting. There are two things for you to get your broadcaster reward. You must do a broadcast and it must be approved by the admin. Then the second one is you must attend or view a rebroadcast of a weekly send button meeting before you can be given your broadcaster's reward for broadcasting. The vital and most up to date information about what is going on in our TBC community can only be found by viewing a send button meeting. Admin passes on future development plan in this meeting. That is one of the reasons why send button meeting is actually very very important for anybody that has their send button on as is a trusted seller, because that is the medium at which admin first of all the first instance passes any information, any future development to members of the to the send button attendees. We want to properly prepare all our activity leaders on our progress towards our goal and objective. Information rolls out first in this vital meeting and then rolls into the blog where the broadcaster pick it up and roll it out to the entire CBC community in its many languages. What you will notice when you get your broadcast approved by admin is that you will receive the 1 million cookies times 5 now during the special promo, and then if you complete a verified purchase right after the approval, you will get the basic cookies reward of the 100,000 cookies. Then times 5. Then after you view the week send button meeting and you put the correct keyword given for it, you will notice your purchase cookies reward will automatically upgrade to the 100 million cookies 5 times 5 and replace the 100,000 cookies. For anybody that actually did, for a broadcaster that did a purchase of $100 worth of TBC, in the first place, if you have not attended the send button meeting, you will have the 1 million cookies if the broadcast is approved by the admin. But no, you get the 100,000 cookies, that's 500,000 now. Then after you view the week send button meeting and input the correct keyword given for you will notice that your purchase cookies reward will automatically upgrade to the 100 million cookies. But now if it is within the promo period, you have the 500 million cookies. So the meeting will help our CBC community to organize and create solidarity within our CBC community so that we can defeat the elite in any future reform war they might launch regarding TBC. We already have know that definitely the elite will fight, we want to wage war against TBC. So we are ready and we are prepared, and that is why we have to be united. We have to come together as a unified force to fight the troll. To fight, we need to form the habit of meeting and organizing now to fully prepare for the future and challenges to come. That is what is in that blog, and I think it's fully it's explanatory enough for us to get ourselves ready and prepare for the challenge ahead. So, so before I go to sorry, sorry. So I need to the before actually the next one that I want to read. The next one I want to read is actually this, which of course we so many of our leaders have explained this. They have actually pour out their mind regarding the resignation at all the official leaders in TBC, resignation of all the official leaders in TBC that I'm going to talk about now. Yeah, what I'm not going to talk about in this one is what the admin is doing is not is actually is step taking in the right direction. We have to actually remove so much responsibility that is being placed on the so-called leaders, the top 10 leaders, Bitcoin Rising, Dan Luz, every other leaders that we know. So we have placed so much responsibility on them as if they are the ones that will actually see to they are the only ones that need to see to the growth and development of the TVC community. And that is the more reason why admin has to officially remove the designation of the leader. What we are saying is everyone can be a leader. You can be a leader, I can be a leader. We need to remove the responsibility from the so-called allow them to actually face so many other things. And that's why that is talking about the Hydra. So we need to have so many eggs now. We need to have million eggs like the Hydra so that the true or the elite will not be able to have a focused person to fight, will not be able to have a target person to actually to fight. So what we are saying is not that we are not having a leader, but we don't have an official leader in the TBC community any longer. So everybody is a leader. We have to. So that about that. Then the last one that I'm going to talk about is this think yes. Let me just talk about this because we in this land body meeting yesterday, all the top 10 leaders were actually very happy, at least for that some of the responsibilities are actually being lifted on them because they have done so much. They have actually done so much for every one of us, and we appreciate their contribution to the TBC community. The admin does not want any of them to be saddled with so much responsibility, but it's another opportunity that the admin is giving to all other divisions to come out and actually take a leadership position in the TBC community so that we can have as many leaders as possible so that we can be like the Hydra who with thousands of eggs. So if you know the story of Hydra or the animal that the Hydra is, if you cut off one of the eggs, two additional ones will spring up, and that is what we are trying to do, so that the truth may actually get confused to be able to now identify a point person for us to attack us. And that is why the admin is trying to actually shield the so-called leaders from the external attack of the troll, from external attack of the elite. So that's why everybody is free. We need so many other leaders to come out there and take the leadership position. So I think the other one is strictly to consistent cash flow. So I think my time is up and I actually need to go now. Until when I come your way some other time, I still remain yours sincerely, Taufik Adeniyi Ayinla. Thank you for listening and God bless. Yeah, thank you. That is the update from the TBC blog in the last 1 week. I think we have an opportunity to go to the blog. The blog is just an educative platform for the TBC community. If you want to know much about the TBC community, you are advised to go to the blog. You will know what has happened in the TBC community in the past, what is presently and what will still be happening as in the future plan to in the TBC community. That is when you go to the blog and read. So if you are a student, if you are a member of the TBC community, the blog is your library that you need to go and equip yourself with what is happening with the details about the TBC community. Every day there are a lot of things in the blog. You cannot even complete reading the blog. You can't complete reading. It's always coming out. I think it's always coming out with a lot of things from the blog. So I advise that you actually have to take the blog as your library and ensure that on daily basis you go to the blog and read the blog. So until when I come your way again with another topic on another live broadcast, I remain yours sincerely, Taufik Adeniyi out. Cheers.